All right, hello everyone. This is the error code we have on our 2017 Chrysler Pacifica P018C fuel pressure low sensor B circuit low. We were lucky in that I drove an hour away. We're able to get the original OEM part 5203044 5AA. If you have this, it's supposed to be a plug and play. If you don't get this, the newer version, they make you splice into the electrical connection. So we're hopefully just going to be able to plug and play. That's what this video is about. First thing we're going to do is show over here. We pulled off the fuse box panel. We want to remove the fuel pump motor F43, which is going to be on here. It's going to be let's see if I can find it. Of course, they don't go in order. Where's that 43? Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to take off the fuse panel cover, and you want to find F43, which we've already done some digging on this. It's not worth showing on the video, but it's going to be this little 20 amp right here. So what I'm going to do is start up the car. Purge the
Want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll get it this way, buddy. And of course, the pump stopped running, so we ran out of fuel. Okay, next thing we want to do as part of this, I'm going to take the negative terminal off the battery. It's just an added precaution. Okay, so that's off. So we are ready to dismantle the fuel line. Okay, one thing I want to show you is that's the connector in there. That's the electrical connector, and that's the other end of the fuel line that we have to get off. It's going to come down through here, and then it's going to go in there to the engine, so the blue one. So we have to get that whole contraption off without breaking anything. Wanted to get you a good look at that. All right, so notice the mask for COVID-19 has more than one feature. I'm using that to get any residual fuel. And because we did that, it pretty much has not much fuel is dripped out, just a little bit. Oh, it's dripping a little more. So that end is off. So now we gotta see if we can get this end off over here. This should just pop right out of here, which it does. I want to see if I can take this out here. We got it off. These clips come off. This white clip you can see, I basically broke it off in order to get the thing out with this blue clip. Here's the new one. That should all just pop right on. And you can see I bent it, so I'm on point of no return. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but the hardest one was getting under here. Of course, I did use a COVID mask as a fuel rag. It seemed to work. Time to slap the new one in. So we're gonna go backwards. Looks like the O-ring's still intact. See if you can shine that O-ring down there, Tone. Is this an O-ring? Yeah, that feels like it's intact. There's the fuel line. I'm gonna pop this bad boy on, push down the blue clamp, and then reverse this whole thing and see if I can do it. First, we clamp this in here, push it all the way in. I felt the click. Blue clip down, so that should be on. And then come over here, Tone, right here. See this rest? You see right here, that rests right on this. That's clipped in now. See that? And then we got the electrical connection. I took these off the old. This popped off by accident. We got this all back together. And now we're gonna go in here, pop it all the way in, feel it click. Red clip down, come around with the electrical connector. You got it, Tone? And we're gonna pop this in, clicked in. So we got a new line, red connections down. This is an exact plug and play fit, that part number I read to you. I think it's 520304445AA. It's down here. The actual old one fell off. It's in, got a little bit of a fuel smell. Comes in, clips in here where my finger is. Comes back down, wraps in. This was probably the hardest one to get off in here. Took 2 screwdrivers, but it's in. And now we'll go back and redo what we did. I'm going to put the negative terminal on first. Okay, first thing we're doing is putting the negative battery terminal back on. That's on tight. I'm going to come over here, go back into the fuse cabinet. Here's my fuse puller. I'm going to go back in there with that bad boy. I'm going to put this little 20 amp back in play. Here we go. You should hear it maybe motor kick on. Okay, let's come over here. The engine. Let's start the engine up. Started and the engine light is gone. Repair fixed. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The worst part of it was, let me check for fuel leaks. The worst part was driving an hour, pick up that OEM, the part, because the local Chrysler didn't have it. Take the camera. Getting fuel dripping down there. And here's the new fitting over there. This thing tight to me. Plugged and played back in. New fuel line plugged in. Got the sensor built right in. And again, double checking for fuel leaks. So all in all, this was and I not struggled to get this line off here. It was about a 15-minute repair all in if you have the tools all laid out. Start off by starting the engine, taking the 20 amp fuel pump breaker fuse out. That secures the pressure to the system. Took the negative terminal off just as another added safety feature. Came over, pulled the old tube off, making sure it delicately disconnects the electrical fitting and not damage it. New line in, everything's so tight, and we just saved ourselves probably, the part was $100 from Fairfield Chrysler. Local Livermore would probably charge $130 in parts, plus $100 to $200 in labor because they would have to splice the new connection. So 15 minutes of work. It was worth it. What do you say, Tom?
Thank you.
Thank you. Clean up.
Please subscribe.